Hey, what's going on, friends? Hope you're having a great day. This is Paul Hutchings coming to you live with The Good Parts, episode 138. And in today's episode, what I want to do is share with you something that can be very powerful. And just checking my stream. So I'm using a new streaming service, so I wanted to log into my social media account and make sure that I was live. So anyway, awesome. It looks like I'm live. Let me know how the quality is on this video. If you would comment hashtag live below if you're tuning in live, hashtag replay if you're tuning in on the replay. And yeah, basically what I wanted to do is just share one thing that I think is wise to avoid if you want to build a long-term residual income stream. As I wrote in the description, this is something you may want to avoid like the plague. And I'm going to make my case here in this video. Of course, you're free to disagree with me. You're free to, make your own choices. I'm not here to try to control anyone. But this was inspired by a couple of things. One, on a new member orientation we did for new members this last Saturday, my business partner, Mike, made some comments on this thing. And here's what he said. He said, I hate this thing. I hate it. And what was the thing? The thing was and is pre-launches, where a company comes out and they say, hey, we're in pre-launch, which means we actually haven't launched anything. We're before the time where we're going to launch. So in the pre-launch phase, what you have is you have an idea for a product that is not ready yet, but because it's coming and because you want to get in early and not miss out, what you might want to do in this pre-launch phase, now this isn't me saying this is the line that comes from people who do this. They say you want to get in early, and what you want to do is you want to, pay the money, get your spot, and then start signing other people up so that they pay the money and get their spot so they don't miss out on this pre-launch. And my business partner, Mike, was saying that he hates these things. And a couple of days ago, one of my team members, Gio, he posted something about pre-launches. And he said, comment below how many new pre-launches you've joined in the last 2 years. And my comment was 0. And why is that? Why do I think pre-launches are not a good thing? And I tend to agree with my business partner, Mike. And why do I think that pre-launches are actually a killer for long-term residual income? Well, there's 3 reasons, okay? Number 1 is that if you are wanting to be as effective as you can be in sales, one of the most important things, I think, is to truly believe in that which you are promoting. If you don't have a product in your hands yet, how in the world can you believe in that thing that you're telling other people to join or buy? I think it's impossible. You've got an idea. Yeah, you can be excited about something that's coming, but how good is the product? You don't know because you don't have access to the product. So I think pre-launches are not good from that standpoint. Another reason they're not good is because most startups fail. And I didn't grab a statistic on this, but I know they're out there. You can check them out yourself if you want. Do your own research. Most startups fail. Probably like 95% or 90% of new companies that start end up failing. Okay, so if you want to build a residual income, does it make sense to roll the dice on something new, hoping that it's going to succeed, hoping that it's going to go long term? Now, here's the thing about people who do pre-launches, the owners of the thing, they win no matter what. Why? Because if they get your money, they've got your money, so they win. If they entice you to go promote the thing, now they've got your network. Whether they stay in business or not, they've got your contacts, so they win no matter what. But who loses in these pre-launch things that don't go the distance, which is most of them? Anyone who promotes them loses usually because you either lost money because you had to pay to get in, and worse, if you've talked other people to pay money to get in and then it doesn't launch, now they've lost money. Now you've lost not only your money, but you've lost your credibility because you told someone else this was a good thing and now it's not a good thing and now they don't trust you anymore. So you either lose money, you lose credibility, and then the third thing that you can lose is effort. Effort. Think about this for a second. Well, sometimes pre-launches, they don't charge anything. So it's free to get in. Woo! It's free to get in. Let's go tell everyone. Woohoo! Free to get in. How much is your time worth to you? You know, how much is your time worth to you? Let's say you spend a month getting people into a free thing that doesn't end up going anywhere. Now that's a month of your life that's gone, that you can't get back. Hopefully you picked up some experience and some lessons there, but as far as business is concerned, that time is gone. There's a great quote that I picked up from a guy named Naval Ravikant on Twitter. Naval is he's a angel. He actually founded a company called Angels List. He's kind of like a guru, startup guru, angel investor guru. You know, a lot of people in Silicon Valley have high regards of this individual. But regardless, the point is, this is something that he said one time: forget the money, guard your time. So even if it doesn't cost anything to join, how much is your time worth to you? So I would echo my business partner, his thoughts on pre-launches. I would say for the most part, now of course there may always be exceptions to every rule, and there may be a pre-launch that comes out and starts and goes for 50 or 100 years. Maybe that can happen. But most of them don't. Most of them fail. So I would avoid pre-launches. If you want to build a residual income long-term, my recommendation would be find something that's been around for a while that you can trust, because when it comes to residual income, it has to stay in business long-term for it even to have a chance of producing residual income for you. And I learned something from another mentor some time ago. He said the best way to predict the future is the past. So look at the past. You know, if there's a founder launching a pre-launch, there was a new one that came out last year that everyone was all excited about, and a lot of people still are excited about. But this particular founder, if you look at the past history of the founder, what you'll notice is a track record of starting something, selling it, starting something, it going away, starting something, starting something, starting something, starting something. So if you're wanting to build your future, if you're wanting to build a residual income for the future, does it make a lot of sense to bet on someone who has a track record of being a serial entrepreneur? You know, people throw that term around. I'm a serial entrepreneur, like it's some kind of a serial entrepreneur. Ooh, what an awesome person you are. And I have nothing against serial entrepreneurship, but I care about residual income. And if you care about residual income, do you want to be following someone that is a serial entrepreneur? Serial entrepreneur, by definition, means they're going to start the thing you're in, and then they're going to go start something else and something else and something else and something else and something else. I mean, is that how you want to bet your future? So I wanted to pass this along. I think it's very important. I think a lot of people, especially people who are just getting started in home business, they don't know. They just don't know. You know, they're excited. They want to make great things happen. Someone comes along, hey, this new exciting thing. That looks new and exciting. Yeah, I'll do it. But it's a losing proposition for most people, at least in my experience. And I've been building businesses from home successfully since about 2009. I joined my first home business in 2005. I've been full-time since 2009, so over a decade. I've been thankfully earning a full-time income from home, and this is one of my great keys to success, is find something you believe in that you can see yourself promoting and building, not just today, not just this week, not just for as long as it's hot, because if that's what you're doing, you may as well just plan on building and rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding and rebuilding. And if that's the case, you may as well just find a job, is how I look at it. A job would be much more stable. A job, you got health insurance, you can kind of count on that more so than some of these crazy entrepreneurs that are just, in it to get access to your money today, get access to your network today, and they don't really care too much about what happens in the long-term future. So anyway, that's my rant for today. Good Parts episode 138. I do these Monday through Friday in an effort to help people learn things that have helped me to create a life of freedom. I went from living in a single-wide mobile home struggling, working a job I didn't like, to finally now, years later, being able to not have to have a job, having my time disconnected from my money, being able to spend a lot of quality time with my family, do the things that I really care about, build the things I really care about. I'm not a puppet to the dollar, and I'm so thankful for that. And that's what freedom is. It's where you can make choices based on what you want to do and how you want to serve people and what things are good for people, rather than where's the dollar? Who's going to pay me the highest cost? Oh, that's what I'm going to do. Who's going to pay me that's what I'm going to do. I've got to pay my bills. I have to do this. Freedom is disconnecting those two things and putting your life and your future in your hands. So that's what I do. That's what I'm here to do. Inspire and empower freedom through principle-centered leadership. So if you got value from today's video, I would love to encourage you to subscribe to me on social media, wherever it is you're finding this video at. And if you want to be sure to not miss out on all my future content and pick up some more training from me, I would love to encourage you to visit paulhutchings.net/GIFTS. And you can pick up a free gift and subscribe to my email list. So with that, I don't have my comments enabled here, so I'm not sure if people are commenting below. I'm going to check my social media feeds here. Veronique, hey, good to see you. She says, we did pre-launches. One we quit. The other will launch on October 31. So not that much experience with it, but thank you for your thoughts. Yeah, for sure. My pleasure. And again, not here to criticize. You can do what it is that you want to do, but your reputation really, really is important. And one thing that I think is important is, people's view of you. Like, are you a stable leader? Are you someone who knows what it is that you're doing, knows what it is that you want, knows where you're going? Are you committed, or are you kind of like promoting this thing today, another thing next week, so on and so forth? That doesn't create a perception of stability, in my opinion. So at some point, if we want residual income, we've got to pick a horse and ride it, And in the beginning, when you're new, this can take a little bit of time because you don't know. You don't know what's good. You don't know what's not good. You got to try some things. Sometimes it's good to do things that don't work out because you learn more clearly what it is that you don't want, and that can lead you more to what you do want. So, but as soon as you can, I would say as soon as you can, get very clear on what it is that you want and find a vehicle that resonates with that fully, that you can fully commit to. Because the other thing with residual income, residual income often involves bringing people into something, and then once people are in, we have to build belief. We have to help people gain skills. We have to help people be inspired. We have to help people know that they're in a good place. And so if you bring someone somewhere and you're like, this is the way, and then 2 weeks later they see you off doing something else, what does that do for the belief that you're trying to build in that new person? It can destroy it because they see us running around everywhere and oh, well, maybe this thing that so-and-so brought me in is not that great because they're doing this other thing. Now their belief is on very, very shaky ground, and then they might not even get started because they're so confused because of, you not being committed to the thing that you brought them into be committed to. Kevin Coe, hey, good to see you. He says, hi, Paul. Usually there is only one dream, and it's the owner. Sometimes it takes new peeps to go through the rebuilding. Yeah, unfortunately that is the case. So, all right, guys, well, I'm going to close out. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you get out there, take action, go for your dreams. This is Paul Hutchings. I'll be back tomorrow with another